Alright, peace and greetings, YouTubers. Alright, before I go any further, let me just say this. Celebrating black culture is not a racist exclusion of white people. It's celebrating black success in a system of whiteness. Boom! We can stop the video right there. As a matter of fact, quote that, make it a bestseller, put it on the New York Times. I've already proved my point. Thank you all for watching. No, I'm just kidding. But, side note, my dishwasher is making some noise in the background. Just tune it out. I got stuck in that long 3-hour traffic jam from Virginia to DC because it snowed unexpectedly and there were no snow plows, no salt, no sand on the street, nothing. So we were just stuck in gridlock traffic. And the president and his motorcade needed to get through on the freeway at the same time. Just chaos. So it's been a long day. I got home like at 10 instead of 7, and so I'm tired. I just threw it in the dishwasher and I'm going to sleep. But anyway, I'm on Twitter and I'm reading my timeline, and I keep seeing Stacy Dash's face in this clip that everybody's retweeting, and I'm like, dang, I don't want to click it, because I know if it's Stacy Dash, it's going to be some nonsense. Like, Stacy Dash is one of those people who, I expect to hear foolishness every time I even hear her name mentioned. So, I go ahead and click and watch the clip, and the clip is her talking about the backlash that came with the Oscars, and a lot of people are calling for a boycott. So she goes on this rant about how segregation is over and we can't have integration and segregation at the same time. We need to start thinking as Americans, and we need to get rid of things like BET, and basically she named everything black that she could think of. And I was a little annoyed because Stacy Dash is one of those people who, one, I always believe that she gets paid to say foolish things, especially with like a network like Fox News. So you have people like Ann Coulter and that GOP black chick, and a lot of them are paid to say, I feel like in my opinion, I used to always believe that they were paid to say these foolish things because, you know, Fox News loves the idea of getting black people to go on their network and bash everything black about black people. That way when white people do the same thing, they don't feel as racist or feel as guilty and feel even more justified because they're going to say, oh, well, the black person said it, so I can say it. Not quite. But I honestly think that Stacey Dash just might actually be stupid. Like, Stacy, I need you to just stop talking. Just be quiet sometimes. Like, as a matter of fact, you're starting to even look bad because you talk so much. You used to be fine like 3 years ago. And ever since you started spewing all that nonsense around 2012, 2013 when Mitt Romney was running, all of a sudden you're starting to age. It's like every time you open your mouth, your melanin just escapes. They don't even want to be in you no more. We got to go. So now that that melanin is tipping out, that whole body is shriveling up. Listen, okay? We don't even see you on any networks or anything anymore. But anyway, going back to my point, because I don't want to bash Stacy like that, but Stacy, girl, you're just stupid. Why? Come on now. Anyway, so in addition to me getting into my feelings about Stacy Dash, then I look and there's another clip and there's Donald Trump talking about the Oscars as well. And he's like, oh, well, black people, you know, the BET Awards, they don't nominate and give awards to white people. And I was like, oh, no, Donald Trump, don't you feel oppressed because somebody white didn't get a BET award, even though I'm like, wait a minute, the BET Awards always nominates white people. Sam Cooke, Iggy Azalea, Robin Thicke, Eminem, T. Marie's been on there performing, Gwen Stefani's had a nomination before, Justin Timberlake. I'm like, what BET Awards y'all watching? And to be quite honest, BET is owned and run by white people. Okay, their entire board, minus like 2 people, is a bunch of white people. Their parent network is a bunch of white people over at Viacom. Just because you see Deborah Lee and Stephanie Hill doesn't mean that everything over there is the Black Panther channel. And to be quite honest, if anything is oppressive, it would be BET, but more oppressive to black folks than it is to white people. So I don't have time for that. And it's funny because I hate to have to defend BET because it's not really a network that I've made a video and said my 2 cents about BET. Listen, the only time I really watch BET is to catch Martin reruns, Fresh Prince, sometimes the BET Awards, and when I go to BET Honors. Other than that, and I mean, I'm really trying to watch this, Brandy Shaw. I'm trying real hard, Brandy. Pick it up. But no, so it's like having a network like BET is not racist. And it's funny because when I made my video like 2 videos ago about the Oscars, a lot of the people who flooded the comments, which were a bunch of angry white people, because it's so funny, you can tell who is who just by what they write, kept talking about the BET Awards. You niggas have the BET Awards. What are you so mad about, you black monkey? I'm like, okay, really? And it's kind of like, here's my thing. So they would say that, and then they talk about how that's racist and how that's oppressive to white people. I'm like, y'all want to be oppressed so bad, like it's a competition, like it's something enjoyable. Anyway, I was sitting here looking like, BET is not a racist network. Having a BET in existence is not something racist. The only way a BET would be racist would be if white people turn their TVs to BET. When they turn the channel to BET, the TV stopped and said, sorry, you can't watch us because you don't look like us, so you're not privy to the information that we're about to put out, so we're now going to turn off. And then like the channel turns off and they can't watch it. Then there will be an element of racism because now there is power behind the network turning the TV off and white people actually feel disenfranchised. You're not disenfranchised because you turn to a network and you see a bunch of people on there that don't look like you, okay? Welcome to being black when we watch the other 50,000 channels, minus TV1 and Century. Like, are you serious? And like, my thing about it is, it's so funny because I don't ever hear y'all complain about Telemundo or Univision. And you want to know why? It's because all you basic people can't speak any other language other than English. So you don't even care what the Latino and Hispanic community are doing because y'all don't even understand what they're saying anyway. You don't care. Plus, y'all don't like them anyway. Y'all want them deported too. So that like complaining about BET being racist is like adults complaining about Nickelodeon existing. Like, oh, that's ageism. How dare you make programming for kids? Like, what the hell? I don't care if the stuff that I watch has too much sex, drugs, and violence, and we have to have something for kids to watch so that they can feel included. Okay, that's ageism. Or that's like men complaining about the Lifetime network existing. Like, oh, dang, how dare you make programming for women? How dare you make programming that caters to the emotional appeals of women? That's sexist. You know, they should be watching ESPN like the rest of us. Or that's kind of like freaking what else is out there? Lifetime, the Kids Channel, hell, I don't know what PBS. Oh, you know, how dare you have free public broadcasting? No, let me stop. I don't have time. People just get your lives together. It's just so interesting to see Stacy Dash would say that, saying that she was on BET and she was on a few episodes. I think she was on an episode of The Game, and it's funny because BET even made a comment and brought that up. Like, Stacy, just be quiet, okay? Your dignity should not be worth a paycheck. You know, I don't know who's paying you to say the things that you say, but at least have some good backing. If you're going to make a stupid argument, at least sound like you know what you're talking about. I thought you learned your lesson when you went on The View, and Joy Behar got you together when you was over there trying to endorse Mitt Romney, but you couldn't talk about anything that he was pledging to actually do because you didn't know anything. You just look stupid. Okay? Now, I know you don't claim you're black because you claim that your parents are from Barbados and Mexico, but at the end of the day, to a white person, you're black, okay? You got to stand in the black line with the rest of us, so get over yourself, okay? At the end of the day, no matter how much anti-black stuff you spew, and this is for all you other black people who are so anti-black everything, and you think that you're going to get a white appreciation certificate in the mail when you bash black people, at the end of the day, people, you are still black. At the end of the day, when shit hits the fan, when the police kick your ass and shoot you in the head or whatever they do and you're unarmed, guess who's going to be going to bat for y'all foolish asses at the end of the day, protesting and shutting down malls and everything, trying to make your dumb ass feel important. Boom. Okay? Not this side, it's this side. Alright? At the end of the day, you're black. You're going to have to stand in the black line. Stacy Dash, the minute you come to the light and realize that stuff that you spew is nonsense and you ever open your mouth to say anything in defense of black people, all the people that you think are currently supporting you, who are a part of this whole racist machine that they enjoy, all of that ends. You're going to be black back to the monkey and the N-word and everything else that they call me. So, that's all I got to say. Stacy Dash, stop talking. Lord, you know what, if you don't, like, cause, listen, Stacy, if you don't want to be black, there's a whole lot of people in line that want to join the black club, because I wouldn't mind Rachel Dolezal if she wanted to come join the club. You know, if you give your melanin to Rachel, she really wanted to be in the club. I think she overstepped her boundaries a bit, but you know what, at least she understood the struggle, okay? Stacy, listen, it's a privilege to be who you are, so you need to utilize the tools in your success for common knowledge and use it to actually spread positivity, not foolishness. And just let me close with my quote again, just in case anybody missed what I said the first time. Celebrating black culture is not a racist exclusion to white people. It is celebrating black success in a system of whiteness. And on that note, I'm out, subscribe, boom.